So you're taking a cruise out of Port Canaveral and you want to make it an extended vacation and maybe do some things before or after your cruise. Well, as somebody who is local to Orlando, I'm going to let you know a few things that you can do that you probably don't even know exist. If you are watching this video, it's because you're going on a cruise soon, and that's super exciting. I'm so excited for you. If you have not been to Disney Cruisers channel yet, hello, I'm Ashley. You should totally subscribe to this channel. All the cool kids are doing it. And if you are already a part of our Disney Cruisers family, then you know the drill. Give me a like down below so I know that you're here. Planning vacations are so exciting and so fun. And what better way to make your cruise vacation last a little bit longer than to stay either before your cruise or after your cruise and do some of the activities and attractions in Orlando. Only a couple things I'm going to say are obvious or things you might have already thought of. The other handful of items I'm going to tell you about are things that I love to do as a local. Things that are so fun that I do them over and over again. And it's not just the touristy and crowded attractions. All right, to get it out of the way, we will say that you could go to one of the parks, but not just Disney parks. We also have SeaWorld and the Universal parks. Any of them are great for a one day before or after your cruise kind of trip. Now, you could just stay at one of the Disney or Universal hotels. You don't have to go to the parks. If you stay at the hotels, they have really great theming, great amenities, and their pools are spectacular. If you're staying at one of the Disney resorts, I recommend either a moderate or higher level resort because those pools have slides. But even the value resorts, they're still fun. Their pools are more basic, but all of the resorts have pool games all throughout the afternoon. They have cast members that come out there and pretty much entertain your kids, and you can just sit in a lounge chair and watch them if you like, or you can participate. But they do things like relay races and water games, trivia, tie-dye. Tie-dye is an extra charge, but they still do it. Sometimes they have characters come out in their swim attire and do little dance parties or even participate in the games with the kids. But the pools at the Disney resorts are super fun. They all have food and bars attached to them. Just a really great time. So that's something you can do to kill some time before your cruise or after your cruise. You also do not have to stay at a resort hotel to go explore the resort hotels. If you're staying at a hotel over at Port Canaveral and maybe your flight gets in the morning, then spend a couple hours going around to see some of the resorts at Disney before you head on over to spend the night at Port Canaveral. You also can just eat dinner or lunch at one of the resorts. In fact, my favorite restaurants on the Disney property are not even in the parks. They're at the resort hotels. So go online, look at what reservations are available, look at reviews and pictures, YouTube videos, whatever you have to do. All you have to do when you pull into the resort is say that you have reservations for your meal. Sometimes they look you up, sometimes they don't. You just park and then you're free to walk around and do whatever you want. This is really fun too. If you pick one of the ones on the monorail, then you can also ride the monorail if you would like. Or if you go to one of the ones that are on the waterways, you can take a free boat ride as well. So you can kind of have like dinner and entertainment for your evening. Do know that some of the restaurants also have character meals, so you can see characters without having to go into the parks. Another thing on Disney property that a lot of people don't even know exist are their putt-putt or mini golf courses. They have two. There's Winter Summerland over by Blizzard Beach, and then there's the Fantasia Gardens one over by the Swan and Dolphin. The Winter Summerland one is really cute. They have two courses there. One is covered in snow and one is covered in sand. And it's all decorated like for Christmas. It's really cute. Like it's decorated for Christmas all the time. It's super cute. These places obviously survive. Like people come to them, but they're not very crowded ever. The Fantasia Gardens golf course over by the Swan and Dolphin, I think that gets a little bit more traffic only because you can see it from one of the main roads. They have one there that's just like the fairways, which is not really like putt-putt with like all of the obstacles. It's more of just like greens on a real golf course, so it's a little bit more challenging. And then they have the Fantasia one that is all based on Fantasia and does music and has little magical things that happen. They're really, 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 really fun. So I suggest going to play putt-putt if you have free time before. You should check to see if the Magic Kingdom or Universal are having any type of parties, like the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Sometimes Universal also does concert performances through like their Mardi Gras or things like Rock the Universe or Night of Joy, which is at Magic Kingdom. So there's a lot of things that go on different times throughout the year that are hard ticketed events at Disney and Universal where you don't have to pay for the whole day to come. you can get a ticket just for the event, and you usually get in around 4 or 7 o'clock, and then you can do whatever festivities are a part of the ticket event that you paid for. So 2 more Disney things, and then we'll get on to non-Disney, more local things. Disney Springs is always available. It's free parking. There's shopping, lots of restaurants. You can go to Ghirardelli, get some chocolate samples. They have the Christmas store. There's a Lego store. There's things that'll keep your kids entertained if you have time to kill, but it's also very fun. And then the last Disney Universal thing is their water parks. Spend a day at the water park. Blizzard Beach, Typhoon Lagoon, Volcano Bay at Universal just opened not that long ago, and it's amazing. Like, it is so fun and amazing. So I would recommend any of those. If I were to put them in order, I would say Typhoon Lagoon and Volcano Bay tie in first place, and then Blizzard Beach is second place. We also have some hotels around here that have like indoor water parks, but they're not good. Like, we don't have Great Wolf Lodge. They're not named, like, don't go to those. No. In Orlando, we have a road called International Drive. There are a lot of hotels there. There are a lot of restaurants, and then there's some attractions. Like, we have the Big Eye, the big Ferris wheel. We have a big new sky swing thing. Like, you are flying in a swing, like, way higher than you should be up in the sky. There's a Sea Life aquarium there. There's Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. We just have a lot of little things all along International Drive. And one of the things that we have that I like to go to is Dave & Buster's. It is a arcade. It's huge. It's like a grown-up Chuck E. Cheese. There's also a restaurant and a bar in there. It's air conditioned. So I recommend going there. The parking's free. It has its own parking lot. Some things on iDrive don't have their own parking lots. This has their own parking lot. I'm sure most of you have been to a Dave & Buster's because they're all over the country. But this is a good one. You should go to this one. So don't forget that that's there if that's something you want to do. One thing you might have already thought of is the Kennedy Space Center, because it's over there at Cape Canaveral. That's kind of a pricier option, and it can kind of get crowded there depending on when you go. And I'm not sure how thrilling it is for some children, but that is there if you want to do that. And if you're just not really staying in the Orlando area and you're going more towards the port and you're staying at the port longer, then Kennedy Space Center is a good option for you.
I love astronaut ice cream. Love it. The Neapolitan ice cream, the freeze-dried stuff, oh my goodness, it's better than real ice cream. I love it.
All right, these last 2 are things that I personally love doing. I do them all the time, and they're super fun. One is more for adults, one is more for kids. So the one that's more for adults are the outlet malls. We have 2 outlet malls. One's on iDrive, one is closer to Disney Springs. They usually open at like 10 in the morning, and they don't close until like 11 at night, so you could spend a long time there. Tons of stores. Some have really good deals. They both have Disney character warehouses. The Disney character warehouses are Disney outlet stores, and they're not like the Disney store outlet stores. They are Disney merchandise from the park outlet stores. Their Zoom Zooms are 99 cents, and they are normally buy 2, get 1 free. So they're like 33 cents a piece for a Zoom Zoom. So whenever my kids say they want Zoom Zooms, I say no, we're waiting until they get to the character warehouse. I'm not paying $6 for a Zoom Zoom that I can get for 33 cents. My kids have gotten little nail polish bottles that are like princessy and have crowns on them for 10 cents. Last time I was there, they had them 2 for 10 cents, so they were 5 cents. I got Mickey ears there for $1.99. Holiday Christmas Mickey ears for $1.99. What? That doesn't happen. Like, that was amazing. My last thing that I want to mention is my favorite thing to tell people about Orlando when they come, if they're wanting time to kill, or if they're coming for a vacation, or they want to do something other than Disney. Something that my family loves to do is to go to the Orlando Science Center. The Orlando Science Center is in downtown Orlando. There's a parking garage across the street. It's $5 to park. This place is amazing. You could spend all day there. There's like 4 or 5 floors of activities. They have a rotating exhibit, so there's something that is always new there every couple months. There's a Subway on the first floor, so you're able to eat lunch or dinner there if you want. They have a big IMAX movie screen where they play movies, and then they also have a regular movie screen where they play movies. You can get packages to see the movies, but I'm pretty sure your admission comes with one of the big Cinedome movies, like the big IMAX movie. They have a section on wildlife. There's a section on dinosaurs. There's a section on weather. They have a weather channel desk where your kids get to act like they're saying the weather, and it's like on the TV, and so like they can see themselves on the TV. It's really cute. Then there's an entire section called Kids Town, which is devoted to kids 7 and under. It is wonderful. It is so fun. It's hands-on the entire time. They can act like they're producing oranges from an orange farm. There's a huge play structure in there. It's brand new. They just redid that section. It spent like $4 million on it or something. I don't know, it was a lot of money. There's a water play area. There is a creative play stage area where they also do story time sometimes. There is this cool like light section where they get to like mess with shapes and stuff on lights, and then it displays on the big wall. There's this cool contraption where it's like a bunch of tubes that shoot out, and they like it's from floor to ceiling, and it's a big ceiling, and the kids get to put like what are those called, like handkerchiefs or like scarves through the pipe, and then the scarf goes through whatever pipe they picked all the way up and then shoots out the top, and then the kids get to go catch their scarves. I mean, it's just, I'm not even saying half the things that are in this place. You could be there all day, especially if you want to see the movies. It's super fun. Orlando Science Center, you've got to check it out. If your kids are like, I don't know, 13 and older, maybe it's not a good place for you to go. If you're just adults, probably not a good place for you to go. But if you have kids 10 and under, especially 7 and under, because then they can go in the kids area, like the specific kids area, like it's pretty much all geared towards kids. And then you also can go online and check out what exhibit they have that's traveled to their facility. It's super, super fun and great. Totally recommend it. Totally check out the Orlando Science Center. Tell me in the comments below, what do you do before and after your cruise? Do you have any more suggestions? Or do you hate something that I said or love something that I said? Type it down below so we all can see. Catch you on the flip side. Who says that anymore? What was that from, like 80s or something? I don't even know.